Trump tweeted this morning he has the absolute right to pardon himself, but he says there is no reason to do that because he says he hasn't done anything wrong in the Russia probe. Over the weekend, Trump's lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, also suggested the president has the authority to pardon himself, but in doing so would probably lead to immediate impeachment. Here to talk about this is Travis County Republican Party Executive Director Gary Teal and Ed Espinoza from Progress, Texas. President Trump and his attorneys seem to think he has every right to pardon himself. No president has ever done that. Ed, could the president actually do this in the Russia investigation?
Well, it's an interesting question because it's one that came up in 1974 when Nixon was undergoing many of these investigations. And the Assistant Attorney General back then concluded, no, a president cannot pardon himself because under the fundamental rule of law, one cannot be judge and defendant in the same case. And in fact, Attorney Generals under Bush and Obama have examined that analysis and have reached a similar conclusion, that if the president were to pardon himself, he would be foregoing the rule of law and putting himself above the law. And as we know, no politician should be above the law. So this is a unique reading of this type of law by the president and his team, and it's not one that is upheld by precedent in American history.
Gary, same question. Could he really do this?
He might be able to and might not be able to. I think it would be very politically unwise. I think that the same analysis that said that the president could not do that, which was an opinion, that's not a ruling from the Justice Department in '74, but it also said that the president could step aside. The acting president, in the person of the vice president, could pardon him, and then he could take office again. And I think the founding fathers might not have thought of that because they didn't foresee parties and having vice presidents who were so loyal to a president that they would do something like that. But impeachment is a political action, and I think that the loss of political power would be very similar to what happened when Nixon probably considered this. That's why the opinion was offered in '74, and he realized that he didn't have a path anymore.
Ed Espinoza, is Trump just kind of messing with the media and the 24-hour news cycle? Because, both him and Giuliani are saying, yeah, he could do this, but he's not going to do this. So are they just saying this to be talking?
Who knows? President Trump says a lot of things. It's hard to tell when he's being serious about something. I don't even know when he's being serious about something. But what we do know is that this is turning into an episode of House of Cards. That makes good TV. It doesn't make for good government. And if the president thinks it, what I would be really curious to find out is, what does Speaker of the House Paul Ryan think of this message that Trump is putting out? What does Vice President Mike Pence, Senator Ted Cruz, what do other Republicans think about the president's words today? And that will be the most telling in all of this because ultimately they're the ones who have the power to hold him accountable.
Okay, Gary, why is the president talking about this? Because he's talking about something that he says he's not going to do, yet he talks about it. And everybody else is talking about it all day long today. Why?
I don't know. A lot of people think he wakes up in the morning and throws something out for the press to chew on all day long. I don't know if that's the case or not. I do know that the problem that Democrats have is that saying something that seems outrageous is not an impeachable offense. And the president is in place signing legislation that a Republican Congress is sending him, and from that point of view, that works for the Republican Party until such time as the president may commit an impeachable offense. But no such thing has happened.
Okay, well, the drama goes on day by day. Ed and Gary, thank you both very much for coming by.
Thank you.